Welcome to Blank Screen. While you're watching these blank screen videos, or any video for that matter, you're listening for the sole purpose of understanding. There's no expectation for you to respond. It would actually be pretty weird if you did. Your mind has one assignment: comprehend the information being presented. You're listening to understand. But then we change the assignment. Let's put you in a conversation. We'll give you a second simultaneous assignment. Not only do you have to comprehend the information being presented, but now you are expected to provide a response. Our brain is assigned two full-time jobs: to listen to understand and provide a response. And it gets really confused. Our brain gets super overwhelmed and decides the only way to fix this is to flip-flop between the assignments. Let's take a look at how our brain flip-flops. Here's our overwhelmed brain doing its best. And since it's a conversation, someone starts talking. And while they're talking, our brain is flip-flopping between active listening and coming up with responses. Listening and coming up with responses. And then listening. But while it's coming up with responses, our brain omits some of the information that we heard. Instead of doing a great job listening and a great job coming up with responses as two separate jobs, we make the classic mistake. We end up listening to respond. As the conversation like this usually progresses, and since both people are probably doing this listening to respond, both people start to get frustrated. The conversation diverges a bit. We end up with two people having the exact same conversation, ending up in two completely different places. Because we miss out on the information that we omitted while we were coming up with responses, we end up with a communication gap. When that communication gap gets wide enough, there's usually two responses. One, someone completely shuts down. They realize they aren't being heard and understood, and they get discouraged. Or two, they get louder, more assertive, and demand that they be understood. And this is usually when the phrase comes out: "You're not listening to me." We've all heard that one before. But I think we genuinely believe we are listening. We naturally say back, "I am listening." "No, you're not." "Yes, I am." Conversation derailed. All because we're listening to respond rather than listening to understand. So the next time someone's talking to you, watch as your brain starts coming up with responses while they're speaking. They'll pop up and interrupt like popcorn. Might even throw in a third one for you. But if we refocus on listening to understand, paraphrase what they've told us, and then generate our responses, we can catch ourselves here and first go here. You might even prove to the person you're talking to that you were actually listening without having to say it. Watch this one with your partner, share a laugh, and put some honest effort into fixing a really common problem. And as always, thanks for watching the #BlankScreens by Michael T. Swartz. We'll see you next time.